Welcome to Wicked Felina. I'm Felina. So get ready. It's gonna be a fun ride. That's scary too, but all rides are a little scary, aren't they? So when Mussolini did his whole march on Rome, hammer and sickle in, Soviet Union, sent him a note saying, hey, congratulations, you got this whole progressive, fascist, superstate, Orwellian thing down. Good going. So, Pol Pot. Let me tell you about Pol Pot. Well, he was this little sniveling man who went to college in France, and then he heard about the glories of Marxism. So he decided that anyone who was for, including his native Cambodians, was for America, had to be destroyed. So he formed a little group like you, like the brown shirts and the black shirts, and ANTIFA, called the Khmer Rouge. And he killed over 1 million of his own people. Now, Cambodia is small, and like a lot more people to kill in Russia, and a lot more people to kill in, 60 million Mao communists killed his own people. Well, he had this great healthcare system. He told the ladies that worked in the workers, they worked in the basement, and he said, okay, you are now surgeons. And he told the surgeons, you are now basement workers. And so they had to switch. So God forbid you had to get surgery in Cambodia. You're gonna die. You know what happened to the brown shirts? Well, Hitler, the night of the long knives, I told you about that. You know, these people who, like that guy who was, they found undercover, what's his name, O'Keefe, got that guy who's working for Obama to, go into Trump rallies and cause all these disturbances. Well, he said right on tape, and we know who this guy is, there's no doubt here. He said that they hire mentally ill people to cause ages. So this is what they think of you, that you're mentally ill. Well, you see, these brown shirts were crazed mentally ill. I mean, these people who couldn't be controlled. They didn't know what they were going to do, because when you let people, unleash violence and all that anger inside of them that they got pent up from their childhoods, because somehow, their parents weren't together. Sometimes it's worse when the parents stay together. That could be your problem too. And I agree, you need help, and you should be supported by the system. So the night of long knives, they killed them all. They stabbed them all to death, because you have to get rid of them. You see, you could not belong to the SS because they're disciplined. They get up early in the morning, exactly at 4:55 in the morning, and they train, and then they get more brainwashing. But, if they don't, they're disciplined, and they're intelligent, and they're clean, and they got these nice uniforms. Well, and they're controllable, So people like you, they cannot keep alive. And like I said, they're watching you. They know who you are. They're watching me. This is great, because I don't look too bad. They know exactly where you are. You are getting paid by somebody. So, I mean, it's even more than just on camera. And, if you've been on Facebook, which I'm sure you have, they have facial recognition. You ever notice when you upload something to Facebook and you've got a picture of your friend, or you're with your friend, and you haven't even put the friend's name in, and all of a sudden it says with, because they've got these facial recognition tools. They can recognize your face in any light. And they've given this information over to the CIA. In fact, I heard the CIA director said he can't believe the amount of personal information that people put on Facebook. You know, they just give away. And you're uploading all your pictures. I know you got your face covered, but they know you. Come on, they've seen you before you put that mask on. So they can recognize you in any light, any camera, anywhere in the world. And I bet you've sent some kind of genetic testing thing in because you want to prove that you're not all white. This is like great. So they even have your DNA so they could plant that somewhere. Get your face, they get your DNA. So, you know, there's like no way out for you. They're going to destroy you. I've dealt with people like you. I know the bullying. I know what bullying is like. And that's the thing. You want the system imploded. And you know what that really means? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to lay out what the system imploded really means. There's no monetary system. All the money you're making is gone. Like I said, you're not stockpiling gold, pretty sure. And there's going to be nothing left. I don't know if you're paying attention, but you know, your computer games, well, they're not going to work, and you're not going to survive. There isn't going to be any food. So you better stockpile. I don't know how many years you can stockpile the food, really. But you're also going to need protection because, like I said, the system is going to implode, and you're a racist fuck. And I'll tell you why you're a racist fuck. Because the country we're bringing in lots and lots of refugees, lots of immigrants are coming over the border, and they're dependent on the system. They're dependent on welfare, they're dependent on SNAP benefits, they're dependent on the school system, they're dependent on housing, they're dependent sewer system, water, and they're being crowded into these cities. And America, Obama sold all our land, our farmland, off to China. So the more people you have, the more taxing on natural resources. So, you know, that you're environmentalists, well, that's a bunch of bullshit. Because you're bringing in a lot of people. And these people are dependent on this racist country, this horrible racist country that all these people want to come and live in and thrive in. And that's amazing. Why are they even coming here if it's so horrible? Anyway, the system implodes. You know what's going to happen to all these refugees? All these immigrants? All these people who have been brought in? I know Obama wants to change the country to socialist, but if you implode the system, there's going to be no monetary system left to take care of them. So I think you're the biggest racist in the world. One little kiss from Felina.